Hello. I'm going to help you get set up with the Zoom video conferencing application so that you can view open space music events. Now, we will send you a web link which will have um, some information in it that opens a page like this one. And it will prompt you to install Zoom if you have not already done it, which you can do by clicking on the download and run Zoom link. And it will ask you to install, and when you click it, it will ask you to run the Zoom installer, and you can do that to install the application. So we do continue, choose the install location, and then because I'm running it, it's giving me some trouble, but it's very straightforward. Once that is done, you'll be able to click the download and you'll be able to click here to launch the meeting, and that's when you will see the Zoom application, and it will ask you for a meeting password. Now, this password we send to you separately when you purchase a ticket. The password is different for every concert event, and so as soon as you enter the password, you'll click join, and it will show you a video preview. Hello, and you can choose to join with the video, which will allow your friends and other concert goers to see you, or join without video if you're in your pajamas or something like that. So let's join with video. And as you can see, we have an extra step just in case there's some folks who get access to the concert that shouldn't have access for whatever reason. And so once you're in this waiting room, we may be sending you some messages if it's taking a while. I'm doing this in another window, and you can see, and now I've sent everyone a message in the waiting room, which is me. So now I'm going to admit, and you'll hear a chime after it connects, and now you are in the waiting room. Now, there's several different ways of viewing this. You can make it full screen. So we'll do that. It gives you a little bit more of a cinematic experience. As you can see right here, this is the host. We're looking at the Northern Lights at the moment. If you want to see everyone, you can, up here in the corner, click Gallery View. And there are similar controls on an iPad if you choose to call in from a tablet of some kind or a phone. If you want to go back to watching just the performer, you can go to the speaker view. And your own audio is controlled here, the mute button. Now we will make sure that everyone is muted who is not a performer. So you will only need this if you want to speak. Now there's two ways to speak. You can tap on the mute button and then begin speaking, or you can hold down your space bar and you'll see at the bottom of the screen temporarily unmuted, which allows you to speak while you're holding down the space bar. When you let go, you'll be muted again. Now when the controls disappear, you can tap the screen with an iPad, or just move the mouse, or you move your finger on the trackpad if you have a trackpad, and these controls will appear. You can ignore pretty much everything down here. If you decide you want to type a question, then you'll click the chat, and then you can type, your insightful question as I'm doing here, and then just hit enter, and then everyone will be able to see what you have typed. Now, if you do decide you want to view all of the people who are in the chat, and here you'll see I'm in all of your screens. But that probably won't happen because you're going to call in from one machine at a time. This way you can see who's on the call, you can see people's reactions, and that this would be more for the social side of the event, where we're really talking to one another and asking questions, sharing reactions. So, just to recap, upper corner, there's a button for Gallery View, speaker view, gallery view, speaker view. And down here, there's a button for chat. And when you click it, it shows the chat, hides it. There's a button here for full screen. And then you can unmute or mute yourself. If you are muted, you can hold down the space bar to temporarily unmute yourself. If you exit the full screen, things look slightly different. Like if I click chat, you can see it appears over here and disappears. But otherwise, it's very similar. So this is our tutorial on how to use Zoom. If you have questions, please contact us. And there is also excellent documentation through Zoom's website.